Freo in the garage. I'm back. While you were gone, I got some stuff done. I got the rest of this thing apart. And today I'm going to get these three pieces washed up so I can start doing, a bit of a polish on them to bring the paint back a bit. Frame, which not much left of it. I didn't pull the wiring harness completely out of it because it's kind of crispy. And I was afraid that I'd make my situation worse. So what I'll do is wash everything up, dry it as best I can, then let it just sit for a few days in the sun during the day to dry out the rest of the way. Swing arm, I need to pull foot pegs off and this brake stay off. Clean that. That's going to need a little paint. Looks like I got a little battery acid on it, and the chain's probably been whipping on it pretty good, so we'll clean that up. Actually, that's the second swing arm because I remember I was still in high school and these little tab things broke off, and I went down and bitched at the Suzuki dealer, and so he gave me a swing arm, a brand new one, just to make me go away, and I put a swing arm on it, and it was just kind of this weird primer red color, and I painted this one once before, so more than likely that's got paint on it that's like a micron thick because I had no idea what the hell I was doing. And there's center stand. It's pretty greasy. I need to go get some engine degreaser to clean that up, and I think that'll come back okay. There's the rest of the frame from this side. You can see it's kind of mangy, but it won't take too long to clean that up. So be right back. A little gunk degreaser, some water. Don't have much of a sunny day, so I don't know. See how this goes. Let this stuff sit for a bit. Okay, let that sit for a bit and come back out here and hose it off. And I'm sure I'll have to hit it again because it's pretty crusty down in there. It's got a lot of grease. It's kind of nasty. By the looks of the chain, you wouldn't believe there'd be that much chain oil in anything because it didn't look like it had any on it ever. So, right, we'll be back. Okay, well, we got the topsoil off of it with the gunk. So now I'm gonna just use air hose, blow some of the excess water off of it, and just let this thing sit out here and dry for today and probably tomorrow. I'll bring it back out. Hopefully we get some sun today. It's been kind of funky. Well, you can see that it's really not going to take that much to get this thing to shine again. I just rubbed on that with a paper towel for like a second, and it got a little shine back too. So I imagine if I put a little polish to it and get my buffer on it, we'll get it presentable. So all right, we're back. It's been a couple days. Everything's dried out. Yesterday I brought this thing in and I realized that the gunk and the water just basically removed the topsoil. So I had to come back and kind of go at it with some blue paper towels, like about 800 of them, and some of this odorless mineral spirits, and a brush and a scraper, and came back pretty well. I just went at the top here with some again blue paper towels and some of this McGuire's cleaner wax stuff, and I was blown away at how well the paint came back. In fact, came back so well that I'm gonna have to totally repaint the swing arm because I really did a crappy job on this thing when I was a kid and the paint's just falling off of it. So I think what I'll do is I'll get a wire brush and some sandpaper and sand that thing down and then just repaint it. I needed to paint this area anyway and wire wheel that real good because that's where some battery acid had leaked on it, and it really does look bad. So I'll totally redo that. I hadn't planned on painting anything, but I'll just rattle can it. It's no big deal. I also am going to have to do the center stand because the paint just basically fell off of it. I had it sitting in some real hot water trying to get the dirt off of it, and the paint just fell off. So we'll redo that too. So the plan today is just to use some more of this McGuire stuff, and instead of rubbing it with paper towels for 3 days, I have a buffer pad for my sander buffer thing here. And this thing's pretty cool. You just turn down the speed on it and run it real slow, and that keeps you from burning the paint, and works out pretty good. So I think I'll just get started on it, see what happens. Before I go too far, I thought I'd run you down my list of music YouTube won't let you listen to. I got a mix I did, so it should be pretty good. We got Easy Blues by Jimi Hendrix. That was off of an album that's mostly made up of studio leftovers for the most part, and then they remixed it later. Eddie Kramer did the mix on it, so he was Hendrix's original engineer. Born in Chicago, Paul Butterfield Band. Got My Mojo, Workin, Mike Bloomfield. Little Red Rooster, Luther Allison. That's a badass jam right there. Let's see what else we got. You've Got to Love Her with a Feelin. That's a good song. That's a little Taj Mahal and Eric Clapton on guitar. Stormy Monday, Allman Brothers Band from the Live at Fillmore East. Just Won't Burn, Susan Tedeschi, one of her better songs in my opinion. And this song right here is one of my all-time favorites, Loan Me a Dime. It's Duane Allman on guitar and Boz Scaggs, who got famous doing kind of quasi-disco music, but the dude was really a blues guy, and it's just a killer song. So that's what I got going tonight, and time to get busy and get this bike buffed up. I put this towel down to keep from scratching the frame up further. I'm sure my wife won't mind. Well, I'm done. That's about an hour and 40 minutes, a little bit more maybe. Came out pretty good. I'm actually surprised the paint came back as well as it did. Because, yeah, well, you saw it. It looked terrible. But it's pretty good now. So, stoked. That's pretty much it. I took some heavy paste wax and I hit down inside here where the patina is a little heavier than in other areas, and I did the same inside here. Just put a thick coat of wax on it, kind of protect the, you know, it's got some light rust. You can see the light rust there, but it's not too bad. I jammed a little bit on the back here and any of the other areas that had some patina showing. So that's it. I'm done with the frame. It's time to start putting stuff back on it. So pretty much every single thing that gets bolted back to it has to be cleaned and refurbished and polished and whatever. I'm not really looking forward to the chrome, but you know, we'll do the same thing we did with this. Just start and persevere. I need to get a new bench grinder that I can put a polishing wheel on. My other one blew up. It's a classic case of you get what you pay for. So that'll be the next thing. I've been looking at Craigslist to see what's out there, and there's some pretty nice things that I guess people buy, and then they just don't want to do this anymore, and it's for sale, 25 bucks. We'll go see. So next up, we'll get the frame. We'll get the swing arm sanded down and ready for paint, and the same thing with the center stand. I don't really need the center stand towards the end. And the plan is once I get the swing arm on it, shocks, and maybe the front end fixed, the forks sorted out, then I'm going to tackle the engine. I need to clean that all up, put the head on it, get everything together, fix the electrics on it, which is no big deal. And I'm going to put the engine in the frame before I put the wheels on it, because it's just easier just to drop the frame down on the engine than it is to lift the engine up into the frame. Not that that thing's heavy. It's not like that beast over there. But that's the plan. See ya.